So, it looks like Blue was right about Junior not being his son after all. Kron's ex, Ronnie, just confronted her and totally exposed her for lying about Junior being Blue's kid. Apparently, she and Ronnie were still hooking up when she was with Blue, and he got her pregnant right before they broke things off. Turns out, Blue already knew about their affair, which is why he was so sure Junior wasn't his and even pushed for a DNA test. Ronnie also says Kron was involved with Zeus. Ronnie's not backing down, though. He wants to be in Junior's life, and he's determined to get that DNA test redone, but this time, no funny business for the reality show. When Kron came back from jail, we thought she was done with all the mess between her and Blueface, but clearly she's still wrapped up in it. Now, her ex, Ronnie, who's apparently Junior's real dad, is jumping back into the mix. This all went down just a few days ago when Ronnie saw Kron at the mall while she was shopping. He immediately started calling her out for lying about Blue being Junior's dad. Kron looked super uncomfortable and tried to walk away, but Ronnie wasn't having it. He started making a scene and she accused him of following her and even called the cops. But Ronnie wasn't letting up, and at one point they even got into a bit of a physical altercation, which got the whole mall's attention.
Girl right here, Junior right here, weird as a
you weird as me at the mall.
You weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Nobody stalking you. That's my fucking son. That's my fucking son. That's my fucking son. What you want to do?
Excuse me.
What do you want to do?
I'm calling the cops.
I don't give a call him. Nobody touch you.
Go to the cops.
Call him.
Go.
Yeah.
Go. Calling the cops. That's weird as
You ran behind them. I'm trying to holler at you like a dog. You police. You a
It's time to go.
You a police.
It's time to go.
You a police.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. I need you out the
nigga. What you talking about? Okay.
I need you out the mall, nigga.
Okay.
I need you out the mall.
Okay.
I need you out the mall.
Okay.
I need you out the mall.
Okay.
Let's go this one.
Okay.
Let's go this one. I need you out the mall. Let's go this one. Let's go this one. Let's go this one.
So, a lot of people weren't having it with Ronnie confronting Kron like that, but they also called her out for lying about who Junior's dad is and for keeping Ronnie away from the kid. One person said, "I believe him, that's his kid. Just let him do a DNA test. If Junior's not his, then fine. He can back off." Another person said, "Kron is always playing the victim. She can't even hold her own child, such a mess." Then Ronnie posted something that said, "My son and my baby mom, it's wild how far people go to control a lie and make things worse." Blueface's mom, Carissa, jumped in, and instead of defending Kron like everyone thought, she actually made people side-eye her even more. Carissa said, "If Kron is so sure Junior is Blueface's son, why not just give Ronnie the DNA test he wants and end this drama already?" She said, "Give him the test and be done with it. I'd do it right there, show the results, and be out. Imagine just give him the test and you never have to talk to him again." The situation surrounding Junior's paternity has caused quite a stir, with many people now firmly believing that Ronnie is in fact the father. This is all tied to a series of events that have unfolded over the past few years, beginning when Kron first announced that she was pregnant. At the time, Blueface, who was in a relationship with Kron, made it very clear that he wanted nothing to do with the child. He publicly denied any responsibility for the baby, stating that Junior wasn't his. This rejection of Junior didn't just happen in casual conversations, it was bold and public. Blueface made it clear to everyone that he was not the father and even took the matter a step further by demanding a paternity test. Now, anyone would expect that after the paternity test, the issue would be settled and the truth would come to light. However, things didn't go as expected. When the test results came back and confirmed that Blueface was indeed the father, he still refused to believe the results. In fact, Blueface went as far as to suggest that the paternity test had been tampered with. His reasoning? He suspected that the results were manipulated by Zeus Network, the production company behind the reality show that Kron and Blueface had been a part of. He claimed that the show's producers had altered the results to fit the storyline they wanted to tell. This claim raised a lot of eyebrows, with some people questioning if Blueface was simply looking for a way out of taking responsibility, while others wondered if there was any truth to his suspicions. As if the situation weren't complicated enough, there were rumors circulating that prior to Kron's pregnancy with Junior, Blueface had pressured her into terminating 3 previous pregnancies. These claims suggested that Blueface was not only denying paternity but had also been attempting to control Kron's reproductive choices in the past. It wasn't until Kron refused to abort Junior that things really took a turn for the worse. According to reports, Blueface was furious when Kron decided to keep the baby. His anger led to a dramatic fallout between the two, resulting in a breakup. After the breakup, Blueface took to social media to air his grievances, which only added fuel to the fire. In a series of tweets, Blueface openly accused Kron of being unfaithful and carrying another man's child. He wrote, "To answer everyone's questions, yeah, me and Rock are done. It's strictly business. I tried, but it wasn't working." But the drama didn't end there. Blueface followed up his initial tweet with another one, claiming that Kron had been involved with multiple men during the year leading up to her pregnancy. He tweeted, "Rock has been with 10 different guys in the last year." Until I see a DNA test, this baby isn't mine. These statements raise serious doubts about the child's paternity in the eyes of Blueface's followers. By making such sweeping accusations, Blueface effectively painted Cron as someone who had been promiscuous and dishonest about the identity of the child's father. The public nature of Blueface's accusations added an extra layer of complexity to the situation. His tweets not only tarnished Cron's reputation but also painted Junior's paternity as a public spectacle. It became clear that Blueface's response wasn't just about confirming the paternity of his child, it was about his need to control the narrative around his relationship with Cron and Junior. He seemed determined to distance himself from the situation, even if it meant publicly humiliating Cron in the process. The situation continued to escalate when Blueface made an even bolder move. When Cron refused to abort Junior and Blueface couldn't seem to get the answer he wanted, he allegedly took matters into his own hands. There were reports that Blueface broke into Cron's home when she wasn't there, attacked one of her best friends who had been babysitting Junior, and then took the child to the hospital to have a DNA test done. This was not just a confrontation, it was a full-blown attempt to prove that he wasn't the father by any means necessary. This incident sent shockwaves through the media as it painted Blueface as someone who was willing to go to extreme lengths to disprove his paternity. After the DNA test was done, Blueface made it clear that he was still convinced the test had proven his point. However, he didn't actually provide any concrete evidence. Instead, he tweeted, "Tell me why I snuck in to swap. This baby DNA test came in. I am not the father. It's a bittersweet feeling. I was coming around to it, but it's definitely in my best interest. Thank you, Jesus." This tweet left many people questioning the authenticity of the test and whether Blueface was truly the father. Despite his claims, he never presented the test results to the public, leaving fans and the media in suspense. As things continued to unfold, more people started to take sides, with some believing Blueface's version of events and others siding with Cron and Ronnie. There were even whispers that Blueface might actually be on Ronnie's side and wanted Cron to take the paternity test, as he had always believed Junior wasn't his child. However, there was no clear resolution to the situation, and the drama continued to unfold publicly, with both sides using social media as a platform to air their grievances. Ultimately, the situation surrounding Junior's paternity has been one of the most dramatic and publicized aspects of Cron and Blueface's relationship. It has sparked conversations about family dynamics, the role of social media in publicizing personal matters, and the lengths people will go to control their own narratives. While the truth about Junior's paternity may never be fully resolved, the saga has certainly made it clear that when it comes to family matters in the public eye, things can get messy very quickly. Blue was so mad, he even offered $100K to anyone who could force Cron to abort the pregnancy, even without her consent. He tweeted, "Whoever the judge is on my child support case, I told this girl I don't want the baby. She's still carrying it and trying to force it on me. You better make the price right. She's trying to trap me." But that wasn't all. When everything he tried failed and people started to believe he really was Junior's father, Blueface broke into Cron's house while she was away, attacked her best friend who was babysitting Junior, and then took the boy to the hospital for a DNA test. Yeah, you heard that right, he was that determined, and guess what? After getting a test without any tampering from Zeus Network, Blueface claimed the results proved Junior wasn't his. But here's the thing, he never actually showed the test results. Instead, he tweeted, "Tell me why I snuck in to swap. This baby DNA test came in. I am not the father. It's a bittersweet feeling. I was coming around to it, but it's definitely in my best interest. Thank you, Jesus. I can't even pretend I'm not happy as hell now." As for this whole mess with Ronnie, people are saying Blue is actually on his side and wants Cron to take the test. He's always said he never believed Junior was his, and now this is his chance to get away from Cron. In fact, after everything with Ronnie, Cron went live and said Blue hit her up from jail, going off on her. She explained, "There was this altercation where I'm getting stopped," and he's like, "So you're not gonna call or text me before you leave the house?" I said, "Baby, you should be mad. I didn't have security. Why are we even talking about texting you for permission to leave? I'm texting you to let you know. It wasn't gonna protect me from getting hurt. I would've told him, you can't go, bro, look. I needed workout clothes and some stuff for Christmas. It was Black Friday, you know?" But of course, people have their own opinions. One person said his behavior is disgusting. This isn't about him wanting to know if he's the father when the paternity test was already done. This is about him wanting fame or attention. If he cared about the baby, he would have done a test a long time ago. Another person said, "This is harassment. Why can't he just go through the legal route? And why is he doing interviews on podcasts when he should be focused on getting his son?"